know, we launched a new brand, Norani Baby.
Woo!
And the process of the idea to the final finished product was 2 years.
2 years.
In the making.
And we've gotten a lot of questions ever since we launched because we really didn't have any experience in the textile industry.
At all.
And we didn't know what it took to launch a brand like
and to
this.
Manufacture.
Yeah, into this kind of world. You know, we've been doing digital media for the last 10, 12 years, and that's all we knew. But we were really passionate about it, and this just goes to show you, if you have passion for anything, stick to it, and it will happen.
Yeah.
Look at this. We launched, you guys. We're so excited. We got our our final sample.
Yeah, final.
Of all the prints.
Okay, and we're seeing our box for the first time.
Smooth. My heart's gonna explode.
No, it looks so cute.
The cloud's like so cute.
Mistress right here.
You know, every day is something new.
You guys, we're making another sample. Oh my god, what an annoying baby. So our shipment is here. We are gonna be temporarily storing it at my house.
2 years in the making. It's finally real. Don't all 8.5-month pregnant people carry around boxes and, you know, launch a new company? Like 280 boxes of swaddles, bows, headbands, all in Ani's room.
Well, a third of it is in here.
Yeah, we still have.
Still in the driveway, so
And
more manual labor ahead.
yeah. The fun begins now, right?
Now we have to sell.
Hi. How cute do you look? Yeah, you can't break free, sorry. So we're gonna take you guys through some of the processes that we went through.
The learning curves, the mistakes.
And hopefully if you're in the process of launching a business, or if you're interested and always wondered like, how do I even start? And this video will help you. Should we start with our logo?
Yes, let's start with the logo, because a lot of people don't know the story about our logo. So this is the Norani logo. Obviously it's Nora and then Ani.
And actually, you guys came up with this name.
Oh yeah, when we were doing Moda Mob videos, you guys used to be like, Norani videos, we got it.
Norani products.
Norani products, that's right. We were kind of like Brangelina. You guys put our names together.
You guys would Photoshop pictures of products and put Norani in there, like
Oh
waiting for Norani products to come out. So guys,
so thanks for helping us figure out our name.
we didn't even need to think about
Such
it.
a great name too. And what we did was, the feet on this one is different than our final feet.
I know.
So originally we thought it would be cute to just put 2 footprints here, but then it turned into a bigger version of it, and I'm gonna cover this. I'm gonna tell you guys about this later. And the blue footprint was actually Sebastian's footprint, so it's over my name, and the pink one is Aya's footprint over Nora's name, so it's a really special logo for us.
And that's the thing, when choosing a logo, make sure it's gonna be your branding. It's gonna be your name, basically what you're known for.
Yeah.
So make sure it means something special to you, and there's a story behind it. Every time I tell the story about our logo, it just melts my heart.
Nora wants to cry every time.
I do. I was
getting
just
emotional
I was
right now.
just telling someone about it. I was like, oh my god, it's because it was my nanny. My nanny was like, I love this envelope,
Yeah.
and I'm like, that's Aya's footprint and that's Sebastian's footprint, and she it warmed her heart. Yeah, there you go.
So cute. I would say, in my personal experience, if someone was to ask me, one of the most difficult parts about starting out was finding the manufacturer and then finding the fabric.
Yes.
So finding the manufacturer, we originally hired a company to find manufacturers that specialized in organic baby products. And honestly, that took like 8-9 months because they were so slow. It was the back and forth took forever.
And they just didn't get it a lot of times.
They didn't get it.
And that's the one thing when dealing with
Third party?
A third party is you can't just speak to them the way you normally speak. You have to be very conscious of that there's different languages and there's a language barrier that you're dealing with.
Especially if you're going to manufacture overseas.
Yeah, so we dealt with language barriers and...
Oh my god, remember this one?
Yeah, and you know, we had to have so many samples made because we were not explaining it well enough for them to understand.
So what we did was we narrowed it down to 5 manufacturers, and instead of sending them what we wanted, we sent them a drawing template of what we wanted, and we had them make samples of it. So some people got it completely wrong, like just a big square and like some cuts, and we were like, what is this? Like, why is there cuts in random places? So those people got vetoed out. And a few people did a really good job, so then it really kind of came down to who gave us the best price and the best printing job. That was a whole other thing, because just because they can manufacture for you doesn't mean that they can do the printing job for you too. And
let me backtrack just a little bit. If you're launching a clothing line, if you're launching a brand like we did, of like swaddles or baby clothes or adult clothes, you have to start with hiring a pattern maker.
Yeah.
Let's start there. So we hired a pattern maker and we had our swaddle idea. And the problem is we hired her and she did her job. She gave us a tech pack. It's called a tech pack. So you need to get this tech pack and send it to manufacturers so they could create samples for you. But the problem is when we did that and we got our samples, this was a new product that didn't exist out there. So we got different variations, and after testing it on different babies, we made a lot of changes.
Yes.
So
oh my god, remember this one?
Yeah, look at this fabric. It was like...
The fabric is like, it's gonna scratch your eye out.
And it's a blanket.
It's just
a full blanket.
Full blanket. Yeah, and piggybacking off what Nora said, we actually went to someone who was really highly rated, and their tech pack was actually too advanced for the manufacturer that we hired, and they couldn't open it and read it. So then we had to figure out other means of getting them to read this design.
And then we finally went old school. We went to Ani's aunt's house, and her aunt has a sewing machine. And we literally, because we made so many changes, you guys don't understand.
Every time someone would have a baby, we would go over and swaddle the baby, have the mom use the swaddle for a few days and give us feedback.
Give us feedback. So we didn't want to launch just to launch. We wanted it to be perfect where people actually like the product that we're putting out there. And we started, fun fact, I don't know if you guys know this, we actually started with a different shape.
I have that shape here.
So this was our brand. It wasn't gonna be the Snugababe, the product. It was gonna be the diamond swaddle because it was in a diamond shape. Because when you usually buy a swaddle blanket, it's a blanket, it's a square, and you fold it over and it creates this diamond shape. In theory, that sounds great, right? And we were like, oh, this is
amazing.
Easy.
The problem is, what makes our swaddle unique is that it has these arm inserts, and then this was becoming extra fabric once it was being swaddled. So back to the drawing board again, we realized the diamond shape was not going to work for us.
So what we did is actually Ani's night nurse basically used it on babies that she was working on after that point, and she gave us some notes telling us that
and this is pediatrician too.
Oh yeah, and saying that this is extra fabric and we need to basically have it more of a triangle shape.
So out with the diamond.
In with a triangle. So this is the prototype we made.
At my aunt's house.
And another
over
thing.
Armenian coffee and pastries.
Yeah. And another thing that the moms that were helping us out by sampling the product, they told us at first we didn't have the lining here. As you guys know,
to keep the baby's arm from going up.
Yeah, and so the baby's arm was going up, and basically it was like no point of them being swaddled because their hands were right here.
So they're trying to self-soothe by putting their hands in their mouth.
So what we did is we added a stitching here so the baby's hand doesn't go up, so they actually stay this way. Like we said, it was a big learning curve.
And as you can tell, there's a difference in the arm inserts. We did a few different variations of how big the arm insert should be.
Our first one was this big.
Oh my god, it was so tiny. We were like scared to put arms in there. And then we ended up moving where the Velcros are. As you can see, we put different dots of where it was because some babies were smaller, some babies were bigger, and we had to accommodate all sizes. So we had my aunt make this. We sent this back to the manufacturer and we got a sample made. And, oh, this is the diamond as well. Oh my god, we have so many samples.
This is it. Yeah, this is it. So the first thing was like backtracking on everything. Come up with the idea.
Yeah.
Then come up with your logo. And then if you're going to be in this industry, find a pattern maker. And then you start shopping for manufacturers. When you find a manufacturer you like, ask for samples. And then send the tech back and ask for samples. And then you'll start getting the samples in.
We're gonna get into fabrics for those samples in just a minute.
And then have them printed with the print. Get your prints ready. Work with a graphic designer. Have your prints ready. And that's where we came into a whole other set of issues. Printing.
So, obviously, this is a little bit. There was too many dots on this one. It was a little bit. The clouds were a little bit.
This is the first sample. This is the diamond shape. The clouds were like microscopic.
And the dots were too many. And then they told us we need to scale properly. So we thought we scaled properly. It came out too big. So literally, we have sheets and sheets, and everything is in centimeters overseas. So we had sheets of different things, and they would tell us this is the scale. So we would print these out, cut them up, and put them on a swaddle to figure out the exact sizing of it because we're not great at math. And that's how we figured out the sizing of that one.
That's for real. Jonathan had to help us. My husband had to help us. And then the florals were big on this one. So that was
so
a big,
cute.
Yeah, this is still really cute. It was a big learning curve with the printing as well. That's why we highly suggest getting samples.
So one of the other, I would say, really big milestones, or roadblocks to get over was the fabric. We knew that we really wanted an organic fabric. We knew that we wanted it to be soft. Sometimes they would send us organic cotton and it felt so rough. Like, this is supposed to be organic cotton. I don't understand how that is even humanly possible. So we went to a few different fabric stores, and this is like our fabric Bible. And we got different fabrics from all different manufacturers. I mean, we would go and do blind tests of fabrics that we liked, and we would
Write notes in the back.
And then we would take it
Patrick's
home
favorite.
and have our husbands do blind tests on it. So this one, this is so funny. Patrick said this is too rough. Patrick approved. This could be good for pajamas. Patrick's favorite. So I wrote notes on this one, obviously. Is there a thicker version? Patrick said this is too thin. It's only good for an undershirt. And obviously our husbands are parents too. They change diapers, they change pajamas, they change undershirts. So they had their own input of it, which was really, really helpful. At the end, we came up with 3 fabrics that we felt were our absolute favorite fabrics. We had the fabrics.
We sent it to our manufacturer.
And they put it under this like really crazy machine, and it inspects the fabrics in there, and we had our own original fabric sewn for us. So the fabric that you see on the Snugababe Swaddle is unique to us. It was created strictly for us and what we really felt like would be good enough for your babies. Yes. So fabric journey was long and rough.
Yes. And then packaging. Now we're like, yes, we have a product. We have the prints right. Let's move on. Packaging. We sent them we worked with our graphic designer, and he came up with the package for us. And this is what we got back.
Okay, here's our box.
Which is not right already.
Yeah.
Look how young is this?
Oh, they sent 2 of them.
It's wrong. Aww. So you guys, we've gone back and forth like a million times.
And we have to change the box again anyway.
And then we even like this stuff, that's why it's taken over a year, and we still have way to go here, obviously. Okay. So this is why
the box
so big. This is why you have to just demand so many samples, because it's literally not like a one-time thing. That's why when you're building something, it takes, I want to say at least minimum a year. We are already passing your year mark.
I would say closer to a year and a half.
Yeah, it's like
and
realistically.
Don't be discouraged if your first set of samples don't come out right. Ours didn't.
Oh my god, you have to get samples to try it out.
So big.
It's just not right.